freestyle with my baby.
This is a common birth position. Can you move down?
No, I'm up here.
Hey guys, Society Reviews here with my review of the film Babes. The current state of comedy in Hollywood is the equivalent of a rotten corpse found 4 months after its death. Humor in Hollywood is dead. And I don't mean dead in the sense that Jerry Seinfeld can't perform stand-up comedy at a college campus anymore. I'm talking about worms, maggots, and rigor mortis dead. Over the last couple of years, Hollywood has given a sea of films labeled as comedies that have been pound for pound the worst movies of the entire year with no competition to take its title. A major factor in the death of comedy has been the insert of progressive politics that have not only attempted to redefine what audiences find to be funny, but has produced abhorrent garbage that is only funny to those who have an AOC bumper sticker on the back of their Ford Fiesta. Who here doesn't remember great comedies of the last few years such as 2022's Bros, or last year's The Blackening, or a film called Dicks the Musical where two brothers have sex and get married by a homosexual god? Hollywood is basically insulting you and labeling it as comedy. There's no better example of this than former Broad City star Ilana Glazer. A star of a TV show that only found an audience among 30-year-old women who have the emotional maturity of a high school freshman who turned Yes Queen Slay into a personality type. On the heels of her stand-up comedy special entitled The Planet is Burning, which was so bad it made people want to apologize to Brendan Schaub for calling him the worst comedian of all time, Glazer proved that her idea of comedy is telling everyone that she is a progressive queer Jewish New York liberal, and that's about it. It is this redefinition of what comedy is which leads us to her latest film entitled Babes. Babes is a comedy starring Glazer playing the role of Eden, who is a single woman in her late 30s living in New York City, and the closest thing she has to a real relationship is her best friend Dawn, who despite being married with children, acts like Eden is the top priority in her life. One day, Eden runs into a handsome black gentleman on the subway, and to the surprise of absolutely no one, they go home and have a one-night stand. She later finds out, surprise, she's pregnant with his child. Before Eden has the chance to celebrate having a child out of wedlock, the father dies almost immediately, leaving our character as a single mother in New York. The film then becomes nearly 2 hours of jokes that don't land with people who don't watch Jimmy Kimmel every night, as Eden develops a pseudo-relationship with her best friend rather than a healthy relationship with the father of her child. Why? Because heterosexuality is not allowed in 2024. As mentioned earlier, Broad City was a television show about 30-year-old women acting like teenagers to entertain its audience. An audience that certainly has the emotional maturity of a toddler. This film is an hour and 45 minutes of the exact same brand of comedy, the only difference being now you have two 40-year-old women doing the exact same shtick. Babes is a film that is only relatable to the lowest common denominator of liberal feminist society. Much like Ilana Glazer's stand-up special, this experience is not made to entertain you or make you laugh. This is a poorly veiled political lecture disguised as modern comedy. The entire purpose of this film is for Glazer to create a world where she's in a pseudo-queer relationship with her best friend in New York City, where everyone is steeped in progressive mindset and ideology as she gets assistance from her female friend to raise her biracial child. I wish I was making that up. The film is about as subtle as modern late-night television, a format that bashes you over the head with its worldview and expects everyone to clap and celebrate and beg for more. Babes is a film that should be the worst movie of the entire year, because if there are 3 to 5 more movies that are actually worse than this one, not only is it over for audiences, but Hollywood in general is totally cooked. If you need an example to show someone why modern comedy is dead in 2024, show them this movie. I give this a 0 out of 5.
I'm scared of the decision I made, but it just feels like destiny, and this is Destiny's child.
Boo! You suck!